Yo, what's poppin', everybody? TSR show. We back at it like a crack addict. This episode is brought to you by Redskins Daily. If you need any Cowboys content, you'll find it on Redskins Daily, specifically Dak Prescott. Anyways, what's going on, y'all? What's happening?
Nah, just chilling, bro.
No,
glad
just
to
chilling.
be back.
Yeah.
Glad to be back. You know what I'm saying? Thank you to everybody. We hit that 2,000 mark. You know what I'm saying on the views. So thankfully we putting out some good content, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving doing this show, so I'm glad to be back, baby.
We're ruffling some feathers.
Yeah, we ruffling
Yeah.
some feathers.
So y'all got off the top?
I'm good. What do you got?
You?
You go first.
No, you go first.
You go first.
You go first.
You go first.
Rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
You go first. Go ahead.
That was a good one.
What was my off the top? Okay, so I was reading how like Jay Cutler, he kind of came back with the to the divorce table. You know, him and Christian Cavallari is getting a divorce, right? And
Someone
I just
is jamming.
I know they jamming out. They cleaning right now. They cleaning. And so supposedly, she wanted a divorce. She filed for a divorce, right? And she goes to the table and she's like, I want $5 million so I could buy a new mansion. And he ends up freezing all his accounts so she don't access the accounts. And he straight up tells her, get a job, right? And after that, they're like, all right, well, I mean, that's his money, you know? And then she's like, well, if you want that new mansion, you got to give me half of your brand. And I like what he's doing, blood, because it's like,
Yeah.
for so many times, they have gone and really taken everything from, like, the man in that standpoint, right? And now it's almost like he's, like, the first to do it. Like, nah, I ain't going down like that. You got to bring me something to the table now, too. This has got to go 50-50. I'll give you this, but you got to give me that. Whereas before, it's like, oh, that's what she wants? All right, well, I gotta give it to her, you know, by law. And they're actually, like, looking into it, and they're like, hey, yo, Color, you might have a case here, bro. Like,
Yeah.
we might be able to give you a little half of her brand right now. So I really like how he's sticking to his guns, and just like his NFL career, he don't care. It's about me. It's about me. You know what I mean? Like, he was just like, nah, I'm being selfish right now.
Yeah.
And that's who I didn't like him as a player, but hey, he's sticking to his gun. He ain't changed.
Yeah.
He ain't changed. So shout out to Jay Cutler, baby.
So the moral of the story is,
Moral
on this
story
off
is
the top,
just stick to your guns, bro. You know,
Go
fight
down
for what
fighting.
you worked for. Fight for what you worked for,
Yeah.
and go down guns blazing. You know, even if it's not what you want, he fighting it and he battling it. So stick to your guns, fight for what you worked for, and know that nothing is given; it's always earned.
Especially how he made his money.
Yeah,
It's not like he had a 9 to 5. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that guy was getting tackled, beat the shit down.
Yeah, I had to work out.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to work out.
Yeah.
You know, like
He didn't really
rather
work
drink
out that
beer.
hard, but like,
Yeah. What's your off the top?
my off the top is plain and simple. Let's not let me calling the casserole, the lasagna, ruffle feathers. But I appreciate the views. That's my off the top.
And that worked out too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that worked out too. A lot of people were mad, bro. Like, man, that ain't no casserole. That's an enchilada. Nah, it ain't. It's not. That's literally how you came back at people. Like,
It's a 5-layer pie.
Yeah.
well, let's get it cracking, baby.
Anyways, let's get it popping. Let's start off with this.
Let's go.
And I want to know y'all opinions. No LeBron James and no Steph Curry in the finals since, I think, 2010.
2010, correct.
So Steph Curry is old news now. He got eliminated a long time ago. But now LeBron, the Bron sexuals are out of here. And I feel bad for Laker fans, day one Laker fans, but I share no sympathy for. I feel no sympathy for bronsexuals, LeBron fans. Oh, injuries. But now that the injury bug hit y'all want to make excuses. But when specific teams had injuries that went up against y'all and lost, injuries,
it's part of the game.
Yeah.
It's part of the game.
Yeah. So, what y'all think about LeBron James's exit? He's never lost in the first round. Comes to the West. First year doesn't make the playoffs. Second year they win the Mickey Mouse ring, and then the third year gets eliminated first round. It's never. That's how we rock in the West. This ain't the Eastern Conference,
Yeah, this ain't the
baby.
Eastern Conference.
This ain't the Eastern Conference,
It was
baby.
a walk in the park for many years for him.
So what y'all think?
I'll let Ant go first.
I actually,
the Lakers fan out of all of us.
I was actually happy about it. I when I was watching it happen, I kind of just went like, I knew the injury bug was gonna hit Anthony Davis because he's not tough. He's not like LeBron. He's not like that gun ho guy. But I think honestly, we're reaching the end of LeBron's career. We're gonna probably see him go out in maybe 2 years. He's gonna wrap it up with the Lakers, and the Lakers aren't that good. They didn't really build a good team around him that good. A lot of Laker fans are saying, "Oh, well, Lakers this, Lakers that." No, I don't like LeBron, so I've given it up. I've been a Blazers fan since LeBron joined, and I was happy because I don't think he even. I don't like him. I respect him, but I don't like him as a player.
I was surprised. I mean, I understand the injuries that they had. I mean, and we don't want to question the severity of Anthony Davis's injury.
Street clothes.
Yeah, street clothes over there. But I think also, though, too, in who they lost to, the Phoenix Suns. And we were talking about, hey, they're carrying a lot of injury or a lot of momentum from the Mickey Mouse tournament. But it really carried through into this year. They built up a lot of confidence, and it kind of. I understand that we have to talk about LeBron. I just want to mention though, real quick, that we also got to give some credit to the Phoenix Suns and how they played against them. In a sense, they took advantage of the weaknesses within that team against the Lakers, and they played them hard. They got under. You saw Crowder getting under Bron's skin all season. I mean, all series.
Well, it was all fun and games when they were up 2-1, and LeBron was making fun of Jay Crowder's breath. They were clowning.
Yeah.
They were that and the other. Shut the fuck up. Now it was all good when y'all was up 2-1. When you guys were up in the series, and look what time it is now.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, Cancun.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, Space Jam.
And it just proves now LeBron has had an easy way in the East.
Oh,
he had it a lot easier.
Been saying it.
Yeah, now he's coming over here, and I know what a lot of bronsexuals are going to credit to. Well, he's getting older in age. He's kind of a little past his prime. It don't matter. He's still in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He is getting old, though.
He is getting old. But it at this point in time, this is the time you chose to go to the West. And you know what I mean? Which was a couple years ago. It's not like he chose it 5-6 years ago when he was still playing Bron, staying healthy all season long and really putting up those numbers. He didn't choose it at that time. He chose it now.
Later in his
career. Yeah. It's the whole Jordan going to the Wizards type of feel to it. And having that excuse of like, well, he gave us good years. He still dominated the East. But to be knocked out in the first round when you guys were the heavy favorites since the beginning.
bad.
Heavy favorites.
Hey, heavy favorites coming out of the freaking bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. But yes, injuries locked up. I think this is more about Anthony Davis, though, too.
Always hurt.
Yeah, always hurt. And even when he is healthy, he can't carry a team by himself.
He's only played 2 seasons full out.
Yeah, and
That's it in his whole career.
But even when he's in there, he can't
Yeah.
carry a team. So,
And that's not going to the playoffs.
yeah.
That's like him being in the Pelicans, playing the 2 seasons, and he's out. He's not even in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So he hasn't even committed to being in the playoffs. He would probably got hurt then.
And then Kuzma, he's the hero of the West, Tyler Hero of the West. You know, they love their IG models. They date him up like crazy. But last year in the bubble, it was a very far stretch from reality of who they really are as players.
See, Kuzma's getting a lot of slander, rightfully so, but like there's part of me where I think they should have featured him a little more. He's homegrown, and they just completely forgot about him.
Yeah, but then to go out like that, he had 2 points.
Yeah, because like I said, in my opinion, he was in and out, no rhythm. They should have featured him more. Who did they feature? They feature what's his name, the black German, Dennis Schroeder, and he.
You say Schroeder, I say Schroeder.
Schroeder, whatever it is.
He's German, whatever, bro.
He's. I don't know how I feel about him. He's always switching teams, and then y'all signed Montrezl Harrell, and then he's in the doghouse like Marc Gasol, basically getting blown by
Drummond.
Drummond, that was a big acquisition, and I knew he wasn't gonna be all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They need more shooting, in my opinion. But
Yeah, because I just think with the roster that they had, and that was supposed to be an upgrade. Schroeder was supposed to be an upgrade from Rondo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was supposed, because Rondo doesn't have a real good shot. He was supposed to be a better shooter, but he would look like shit on that last game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We're getting to the tail end of LeBron's career, but in the West, he needs a better team. He's not going to be able to coast to it like he did in Miami and Cleveland.
I think they tried to go big though too. They tried to go real big.
Yeah.
And it just the big guys just started falling.
Yep.
They started and if you notice it was like if you look at like the Nets, they're a little younger team, good players, some kind of star players, but they're younger. You went to the Lakers and it was kind of like, well, you were once good. Come on over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You had a good
Marc
season
Gasol,
back in
yeah.
2017. Let's bring you over here, thinking maybe we can revitalize your career. And it just didn't happen like that. They were on the trade block or didn't ask for much to acquire them for a reason.
Did you see that the next three players have it's like $105 million. LeBron, Davis, and Kuzma. Dude, they're almost at salary cap with just them three right now for next year.
And so it's going to be interesting in the offseason. What are they going to do? Are they going to try to come in and just kind of revamp the team? And LeBron's going to have some say of what's going to go on. I agree. You are going to have to go get more shooters. You got to be able to score more points. There's rumors of him trying to recruit Steph Curry to go to the Lakers. We don't know what's going to happen, but
yeah.
I think this should be a humbling experience for a LeBron James, because it's not going to be easy for you anymore, bro. There's I think at this point he's better off going to like a stacked team rather than trying to rebuild the Lakers.
Well, the Miami, what's his name? Pat Riley already said, "Hey, we'll welcome back LeBron if he wants to come back to Miami."
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that happening.
That's what they said. That's what he already put out there. He's already said it. We'll welcome back LeBron if he wants to come back. That's how good he. There's a point in time where you just got to go like this. Is he really checked into basketball 100%? Is he really in on this 100%?
Could be. I don't know.
Yeah. Because for him to go out like that, and then the poor sportsmanship that he has, dude, because he's losing now, that bothers me. Leaving the court before anybody, didn't say good game, nothing when he got beaten the first round. The game before that, he just walked off that they lost. Dude, you're hurting yourself. Like, what you're doing now, you look petty. You look like a kid that's frustrated. Like, you're a grown ass man, bro. Act like it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not used to that. He's not used to.
But sportsmanship
like
goes.
yeah,
We're taught sportsmanship as kids. Yeah.
Yo, you win and lose. You're not gonna win them all. You're gonna lose them all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you suck up your pride, and you got to give credit when credit is due.
Yeah.
When they beat you, they beat you. That's straight up. They were a better team.
Yeah.
And because you did it to a lot of people.
Yep.
A lot of people felt the same way, but you know what? They still swallowed up their pride. Good game,
Good
LeBron.
game, man.
Good game,
dude.
You know
the Spurs only lost to them in the finals. Do you think the Spurs just walked off the fucking court? No, they knew that team was fucking stacked.
Yeah.
Allen Houston came out of the corner and shot that shot, and it was over. You know, Ray Allen.
Ray Allen.
Yeah, Ray Allen.
I was Allen.
Yeah. But
he played for Milwaukee, right?
Yeah. But like, you know what I mean? Like, they still did it. Like,
Yeah.
he's showing like. He's soft, like not soft, but like just like, dude, just come on, man, step it up. And
Hey, it should be a humbling experience.
Yeah, it should be a humbling experience.
So, Lakers are home. The Suns are now going to play the winner between.
No, they're already set. They're winning.
No, the winner between Dallas and.
No, that's the Jazz.
Oh yeah, the Jazz.
The Jazz plays between the winner of Dallas and the Mavs.
So Denver plays.
Or
so Denver's gonna play
the Suns.
the Suns.
Yes.
Denver's gonna play the Suns. What y'all got in that one?
That one to me is a toss-up because you know what? Now looking at the Suns, they're gonna carry a lot of momentum. You know, after the Lakers. But then Denver's just consistent. They've been consistent all year. They know what they're doing. They have their flow. I think that's gonna be a toss up. I think I'm gonna have to go with Denver on that one. But literally by like that one game. It's gonna come down to that. Like
no, Denver
wire.
plays Denver. Yeah, Denver plays
I think I'm gonna go with Denver, but I'm not gonna undermine the Suns and what they're doing. I think they're carrying a lot of momentum into this game. I think they're actually finding themselves and create. It's like in football. What's your identity? And I think right now after this Lakers series, they found their identity. They're a rough team. You know, they're gonna ruffle some feathers. You know what I mean? They got some shooters. You know, Devin Booker's confidence is high right now.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a tough matchup, I think, for Denver. I don't think Denver can really take them lightly right now. They can't. If they let off the gas for a little bit, Phoenix has been there, done that. They've been wanting it since last year. So their fire is still well lit.
I think Denver. I take the Suns on this one. I think where everybody underestimated the Suns, we got to realize that they had the second best record in the entire league. So as far as like consistency, it's been up there with Denver, the Sixers, and them. So they're constant winners. So I just got to say, I think the Suns. I think this is their chance to make it to the finals this year.
CP3's health. What if he gets hurt?
He's not.
Know, at some point, he already got dinged up in the last series. So that's one thing to watch. Is his health going to continue? The other matchup is going to be the Joker against DeAndre Ayton. Mm-hmm. That's going to be a key matchup. I still think Phoenix will win. But
You got Phoenix?
I got Phoenix.
They'll
have home court advantage, but I'd like to see that home court advantage for Denver when they have to go and play up in a high altitude. But the trip isn't going to be too far, just two states above. But playing in high altitude does
complicate things
mess
a little
with
bit.
you.
Yeah.
What do you call it in? What do you call Phoenix in? As far as they
How many
win
games?
Yeah.
I think this goes 7 games.
I think.
that's what I'm thinking.
I'm
yeah.
thinking 7. It's gonna go down to 7.
Yeah.
7 or
Wire
6.
last game.
7 or 6. Yeah.
Because who has home field?
Home court.
Home court.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Phoenix does because they have the better seeding.
And MVPs don't. For some reason they don't win in the playoffs. But okay.
It's nice to see. I ain't going front. It is kind of nice to see no LeBron in there.
It's kind of nice to see different teams.
Yeah, like now you see a little bit of parity. This
Yeah,
year.
and I'm really liking it because I'm going.
It's not
the
parody.
Nuggets. I'm
It's
going.
not
It's
parody.
not, but
Brooklyn is still in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah.
now.
I'm going homegrown over. We'll go over that later.
Yeah. No, but seriously, like it's nice to see not the usual case.
Yeah,
every year.
or the Warriors and the Lakers just plow, or some teams just plowing over the fucking playoffs, and you're
Sweeping
like,
shit.
Yeah, and you're like, God damn, this. Well, we know who's gonna be in the finals.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? Yeah, like fuck
Get your
it.
popcorn ready.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
out of all teams remaining in the playoffs, I read that like 4 of them or 5 of them have never won a championship, and the most recent championship is Dallas in 2011, and before that,
when they beat LeBron, yeah.
and then before that is like
Jason Terry.
Philly in like the 80s.
That's what I'm saying though. Like that's how much has changed since
Well, you got to.
essentially like 2010, really.
So
Like,
essentially, it's more so teams, but some of like the key players are still in it. Like
Yeah.
just watch
Yeah.
when Brooklyn
And-
makes the finals.
yeah.
Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
ain't no parody. Ain't no
yeah,
parody.
but y'all got the Sixers on that one, right?
I got the Sixers.
Y'all got the Sixers. So
I'm
It
going.
all dep- Embiid
Hey,
is hurt.
Sixer-
Embiid is hurt.
And-
I know,
and-
but imagine Sixers Suns finals.
No,
I wouldn't want that.
See now we
that-
don't want that.
yeah,
See
yeah.
what I mean? Like,
and then he's
I'd prefer.
and then he's
LeBron.
and then
I
he's
want
gonna
Clippers. I want Clippers.
and then
in
he's
the finals.
and then he's gonna go. I don't want small market teams.
Yeah.
I want,
Do we
I want
really
New York.
do
I want
we-
New York
do
and
we-
LA.
No, it's not small market.
Yeah.
It's some of the players. I'm not paying attention to like where they play. Like, do we really want Utah in the finals?
Well, I would like the Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jeff
That's
Hornacek.
that-
Yeah,
ain't no-
that was a good fucking Utah team. Not
okay,
this
but
one.
that, we talking about Rudy.
Rudy
Gobert.
Gobert. Yeah, I don't like that one. I would be bored. I'd be like, these guys.
Okay,
are these guys
okay.
even really
So let's go
stars?
there. Let's go there. Our out of the teams remaining, our most out of the West, which is, let's rank them. Our team we want in the finals out of the West. Like just off
Better
just
left right
pleasure, just pleasure watching. Not like who we think is gonna make it or who we think is better. Just pleasure watching. Who would be last? Would we say Utah's last?
I would say Utah's last. I think their games are boring. Like I watch their games and I'm like,
They're too fundamentally
yeah,
sound.
it's I'm watching Hoosiers with fucking.
Okay. And then would Denver be right after them?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say Denver.
And then so we got Phoenix, Dallas, and the Clippers.
Possibly.
See, I would like Dallas because I'm a Luka fan.
Yeah, I would like Dallas.
I would like Dallas.
I'm rooting for Dallas
or the
tonight.
Suns. If
See,
can
I
both
would
go-
like the Clippers to be in the finals.
See, and I wouldn't. I don't know. Kawhi, I used to like him.
I kind of gave up on him.
I kind of stopped liking him after Toronto.
I kind of.
So you saying the Suns?
I would like the Suns or Dallas. Out of
See,
the
I
West.
would have liked Portland.
See, I would love Portland.
That would be a good
But,
one.
I mean, we also got to be realistic.
Yeah.
So okay, so you say Suns or Dallas?
Suns or Dallas, yeah.
Which
1A,
one?
1B. Okay, I'll go with Dallas.
You?
Suns.
Of course he's gonna go Dallas. The only Dallas team that makes the championship or the playoffs. I saw Dak Prescott make a second playoff appearance, and it was at a Dallas Mavericks game.
Yeah.
We're on NBA.
Yeah.
It is NBA.
Yeah.
See, for me it'd be Dallas or the Clippers, but it'd be Clippers.
Damn, how come then you back in
But why the Clippers? What's so good? You want to see
He
PG?
just wants to
your
see what they
team.
do in the finals, right?
It's just they got Kawhi, they got PG-13,
But they're playing
percent.
like shit though.
they got Patrick Beverly, they got a lot of characters. Rondo, they got some characters on there. Now, what about in the East? Oh, okay, so we got the Bucks, the Bucks, the Sixers, the Nets, and who else?
The Bucks, Sixers, Nets.
And the Hawks.
Yes.
And the Hawks.
See,
Hey, he's gonna go Hawks.
Hey,
He's gonna go Quad
hey, yo,
Young.
Trey Young, you know, your dad. He here. He rooting for you.
Either one would be.
I would like Hawks or Sixers.
Hawks would be last for me.
Hawks would be last.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hawks would be last for me.
That'd be. I would like if Trae Young really carried that through it, and he really went through it. Like, you know how many people would want to go over there? You might even have LeBron.
It's a good market to be
knocking on
into.
Trae Young's door.
So for me, it'd
Hey,
go.
bro, you got room, or because that team over there, shit. Like,
So for me, it'd be the Hawks last, then the Bucks.
you just really don't like Giannis, though.
Well, he showed.
No, they got better candidates than the West.
Right.
But yeah, so Hawks, Bucks, and probably Brooklyn, Philly. Just because I got Philly. Brooklyn or Philly going up against the Clippers is like my
Brooklyn and Clippers would be a dope matchup. That'd be cool.
maybe.
It would be good, but if we're talking in a sense of like what we would want, right? Like with the remaining teams, yeah. So it'd be cool to see something different.
Philly against the Clippers, Doc Rivers against the Clippers. I would love that.
Oh, that would be a good scenario. Yeah,
So what
definitely
about you?
because
And
So
then
out of the Hawks,
and then he blows a 3-1 lead.
yeah. out of the Hawks,
it'd be the same. Mine would be
Hawks, Bucks, Sixers, and Brooklyn. We already know Brooklyn's gonna be last for you.
no. They were too good. Fuck. I was watching that game last night.
No, but this is all like feelings over facts.
Okay, so it would be Brooklyn, Hawks, and then
It's weird how we're
Milwaukee.
naming them down because
Yeah.
we're saying this is the number one team I don't want to see.
yeah. I don't.
down to
I
the
I
team
hate
would love to
Brooklyn.
see.
If they KD broke his ankle, so did freaking what's his name, James Harden. I'd be like. I'd be ecstatic, bro. I'd be like, yeah, fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, but no, it'd be the Nets, the Hawks, and then Milwaukee, and then the Sixers. I just love that homegrown. I love that homegrown. You put in the time. You went through the rough years. You didn't go and fucking slap a team together. And now you're going to the fucking finals. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That bothers me, man. That homegrown shit really. That's why I like the Golden State Warriors. That's why I like the Kobe era. A lot of homegrown
Jordan
shit that
era
happened.
and all
Jordan
that.
era. All that shit happened.
Even Dallas in 2011.
Yeah. Now there's a lot of free agents, but
But
not like
still-
fucking stars.
It was built around dirt.
Yeah, and then Jason Terry just showed up out of nowhere, to become this fucking clutch shooter. You know what I mean?
The headband shooter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean we would love to see differences and also a little bit of I guess parity would be the word. But if you see the Nets go down before the finals, what sucks about it is we complain that, it's the same finals every year. It's all this. It's always the favorites from the beginning of the year. They're going to make it. NBA is the one league you can buy a championship in, essentially.
Same baseball.
Right. If they drop, that's what sucks. It's like now people are like, oh, man, that's not what we wanted. That's not what we thought it was going to happen. So the ratings are going to drop in the finals anyways.
So the ratings are down. Y'all know that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Ever since Steph Curry got eliminated,
Yeah, it's done.
They've gone down.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, dude, I've said it. I said it a long time ago, and this guy didn't believe me. I said the new face of the league is Steph Curry, and I've believed that since he started becoming a kids. No, go look at my nephews and my nieces, bro. They don't like LeBron. You know what they like? Steph Curry. My little niece wants to be like Steph Curry. She loves to shoot the ball. She doesn't like to drive it to the paint. She doesn't know all that stuff.
No,
So-
but he plays it. He plays the game to where it's fun to watch.
Yes.
Like some shit like half court shots and all that. That's what you do when you're a kid. When you're young and you're chalking it up. And then if you make what's up?
Yeah.
I'm hot, baby.
Yep,
Pass it to me.
exactly.
You gonna miss the next 5, but you made that one half quarter. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that just you turn around, you're like,
Yeah, he's
He's a stud.
watch. Just we'll never see anything like him.
nope. There's gonna be a lot of imitations and try to do it, but
Like your son,
Like your son.
my
Trey Young.
oh
Trae
yeah,
Young.
Trey Young. I was like, damn, bro, you hit
'Cause his
you
game's-
hit, you
his-
hit personal right
his
there. I ain't got a
ga-
son yet.
His
You know what I'm
game's
saying?
almost exactly like Steph Curry's, almost.
yeah.
It's
Very similar.
Steph still got that shot where it's just like, bro, I watch the games like, oh damn, they got him locked up, and he just throws it up, nothing but net, and I'm like,
And there's times, dude, where
I can't
Kerr
even
would be
argue
on
that.
the sideline just walking up and down, the ball would go up, and he would just like put his head down like, hey, man, I can't believe he did it. And it would go in, and then he'd like look at the bench, and
Hey,
Kerr's like,
hey.
what can I say,
Yeah,
dude?
yeah,
You
yeah.
made it. You know what I mean? What the
You
fuck?
know other teams
I
are
really
like,
want to
check
get
that ball.
I really wanted to get penetration of the boards. You know what I mean? But now this guy just shooting it from fucking
It's
half
like he has a
court.
magnet
Yeah.
to that fucking board or something. Like he chalks it up, and that's what you see a lot of the younger generation now.
Are the ratings really that bad?
Well, you know how like most people see the rim like this. He probably sees the rim like this.
Yeah, he really like he does those shots where it's like you're going in a halftime, 0.2 seconds left, inbounds it, full court shot, and he drops it in, and he's just like.
I think
Hey,
the
just-
difference. I think the biggest difference between some superstars and he had to deal with Steph Curry had to deal with a lot of adversity coming into the league. He had weak ankles. He was constantly getting injured.
Yeah.
Was this guy worth the pick? When Mark Jackson was there, it was like we're gonna keep him. We're gonna keep him. That's why his contract, once he started winning titles, wasn't that good. That's why they were able to bring in people because they were just offering him money like your injury, your ankles are bad.
He was like on rookie.
Yeah. He was like pretty
He
much
was on a bargain deal.
Yeah, he was on a bargain deal.
It was at the time when
It was prove it
they
deals.
had won the title. He was on a 4-year, $44 million contract.
Yeah,
He's making $11 million a year.
and he was
But now,
One of the highest paid athletes.
hell yeah. I mean, and
but he's earned it.
but I think also too that homegrown stuff of him sticking with the Warriors, that's what makes a lot of people love him though too, because they ask him like, "Yo, so what do you think about next year? You want to, you're a free agent, bro. I'm staying here. This is home." And you know how it is up there in the Bay. They got love for those teams or players that are like that. You know what I mean? That shows loyalty. It shows commitment. Like, and he speaks more to the blue collar people because it's like you worked to get there. They built around you. It was homegrown, and you guys created a dynasty over that. A really damn good one too. To something that, in a sense, the best player in the league at that time, LeBron James, didn't.
See it happening.
He never did it. He won his title, he'd go to another team.
Yep.
Yeah, he did some things in winning titles for different organizations, but this guy stuck it through, went through his ankle injuries, bargained deals, took chances on himself, built something, and now the Warriors are what drives the NBA. It's the Warriors. It's that team. It's you still got a Clay. Steph was starting to pop once Monte Ellis was still there, and Ellis was bigger than Curry at that time. And those were like the original Splash Brothers. Then Clay comes in, and then you have a Draymond Green come in. A lot of homegrown guys that they're just drafting, they're bringing in, and they built something to where they literally changed the game and how it was played. It was small ball. They're like, everybody looked at them like, man, these are chipmunks right here.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing? We're going fast and we shooting half
See,
courts.
and-
We
and-
going.
And that's the biggest thing is like you don't have to homegrown your whole team. That's why they got Iguodala and they got other
Yeah.
people to come in. But your big three, if you can get 3 good players off your draft picks and do it, that says a lot about your organization.
They didn't give up anything
Yeah,
to get big guys.
And
they got
didn't-
role players.
and they didn't cash it in right away.
Yeah.
They didn't say, "Oh, this guy's hurt. This is what the Lakers. This is what I don't like about the Lakers now. They're so driven to fucking please the fans in LA to get a title so much. Now they're willing to. If we have anything decent, oh, let's get rid of it. We'll bring in a big star.
yeah.
We don't even let him fucking produce. We don't even let him get built up or get any type of rhythm. It's just get rid of him.
Yeah.
So
Look.
there was at one point where they had offered Steph Curry, and this is before Steph Curry became Steph Curry. They had offered Steph Curry and Klay Thompson for Chris Paul, but Chris Paul didn't want to sign long term with the Warriors. This is when Chris Paul was with the Hornets.
Oh.
Can you believe that?
Imagine if that would have
it was-
happened.
But that's when it was. What's it called? It wasn't even the Charlotte Hornets. It was
New
the
Orleans.
New Orleans Hornets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Then when Steph Curry was Stephen Curry,
Steven?
Stephen Curry, Stephen Curry. Nah, and then they were the first team to really get the NBA talking of, should we add a 4-point shot, bro? Like,
Yeah.
this dude just making it. Like he's and everybody started doing it.
Should there be a 4-point shot?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think
Threes are
how
good
the
enough.
Big Three does it. How they have a 4-point center, not like a
A line.
not a line.
I think there should be a 4-point shot.
Yeah, like a night, like hey,
But
here,
where-
here, and here, 3 dots. Fucking, that's your 4-point shot. If you make that, that's 4 points, right there, kind of close.
I think
to
there
half
should be a
court.
4-point shot. They should mess around with it, and for preseason or something next year. And hey, because once it'll make the ending much more exciting. To where it's
Hell
not
yeah.
a free throw. It's not a free throw fest. And I'm someone who fucking hates change like that, like the number change in the NFL. But I think experimenting with a 4-point shot would be.
Because how many times, like, now
You're down 4.
Yeah.
We got here. We'll play the fouling game. Nah, you got to be up by 5 to cash in this game.
yeah,
That'd be good, actually.
and
that's-
like now you know how many people will surround Steph Curry, like they'll just inbound it and they're gonna have the whole team on him, like the whole team.
And-
Anybody else take that shot, then there comes Clay. Boom, and the 4-point.
I think it would make the games much more interesting. Or
At the
or
end,
you
definitely.
activate the 4-point shot
at the end.
last 2 minutes of each quarter or something.
or of at the end of like the second and the fourth,
Something like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that would be that would be dope if you kind of did it like that. But then if you have it there, people are gonna like throughout the game, like, hey, let me see how close I can get. That way, within those 2 minutes, because as a fan, yo, if he makes that 4-pointer, we win this game. Yo, give it to Steph. And then people are just going to be chalking it up. They just, boom, throw it up. What else you got to lose? You know what I'm saying? They're either going to foul you. And then if you get fouled on a 4-point shot, think
Now,
about that.
how do you think they should outline the court? See, what I'm thinking is, you know how they have the arc for the 3-point? You're saying you want like 2 spots. 3
designated spots.
Hey, like 3 spots.
What I'm thinking is you just extend like the arc a little bit more and anywhere behind that line.
See, so
Because if you put little spots, it's like, well, how do we know?
You're gonna guard there. You could put somebody there. You could put a body there, and it could eliminate the shot on the inbound.
Yeah, that's
right
why you
away.
need the whole surface, in my opinion. The whole bat.
That's
the
why I
whole
just-
surface.
because I was thinking if you do like the 3 center, you threw like 3 circles, like you could make it a rule where I kind of see what you guys are saying. Like, because if you did make it,
Because you could just put designated a person at each spot. Hey, guard these spots.
Now,
'Cause
if
then
you
you would
have
have to
the
make
way to
them-
combat that is, why are they playing so deep? Let me just go to the cup.
Yeah, there you go. If they're watching the 4-point shot, take it in and just get the 2 points. Boom, boom.
yeah, but I don't
think a 4-point shot would be honestly dope.
But then, because what if they make it behind the half court, like on their side? That would still consider a 4-point shot, right? Hey, especially if they start adding hella lines. This is a 6-point shot. You know, this is a 7-pointer. It's gonna look like a football field out there.
NBA Jam.
Yo, if we get down to that,
He's
25
heating
yards-
From downtown. From downtown. Fucking Marv Albert voice.
Yeah.
What does he say?
I think the line would work. I was just thinking like in centers, because if you think about it, you would have that rule of like you can't have 2 or 3 guys covering up a center.
Yeah.
Like a circle. Like that's kind of like almost in an interference in a way. Like they still got to try to attempt it. But if you do the arc,
It opens
you make
up that
another
top.
line. It opens up that whole back top of
Yeah.
just like anywhere on this, and yeah, I could see that happening.
Because then you get more ball movement
Yeah.
off that. Because now you could shuffle people around when you're doing your inbound pass. You could get one person merging this way, boom, 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 and then your 2 best shooters and try to get them the ball.
Because if you had the circles though too, you could have the rule as like as long as 1 foot's in,
Yeah.
type of deal. You know what I mean? And it's still considered a 4-pointer.
Yeah.
Because you're still far back.
Yeah.
Like as long as 1 foot in or 1 foot's on the line.
Okay, on to James Harden and the Brooklyn Nets.
Talk to me. I'll talk back.
So James Harden got hurt right away, hurt his hamstring. I don't know what the severity of it, but let's go with the fact that, or with the assumption of he might.
That was funny, bro.
Let's go with the assumption that he might miss the series. Can they win the series without James?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jim Harden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So they're up already 1-0.
Actually, when he went out too, they caught up a little bit. They moved a little bit. They moved the ball, but it was at the end of the game too. I watched it like 8 minutes left, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" And then I didn't know he got hurt yet. I just didn't see that he was on the floor.
This is the whole adage of they still have firepower. They can. Kyrie and KD can still take over a game.
To me, it was more about the Bucks running that pick and roll with Giannis. It's so predictable. He needs to have the ball on his hands or get in the dunker position. It's just there's like I said last week. There's 3 jerseys now. Well, it was 2. Now there's 3 jerseys that I want now. It's a number 34 Bucks jersey that says the Greek brick in the back. There's the Utah Jazz jersey that says fraud in the back. I don't know what number he wears. And now the new Laker jersey, number 3, says street clothes in the back.
Right.
3 jerseys I want. So get ready for Christmas.
Yeah.
That's my wish list. My wish list.
Your birthday's before though.
They ain't gotta know that. So back to the Bucks. They need to figure out a way to become less predictable because the Nets don't play defense.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And they you need to expose Kyrie on the defensive end, and you just need to limit them to shots. But in the end the only team I see stopping Philly or Brooklyn is going to be either Milwaukee or Philly. I don't think anybody in the West. Maybe the Suns, maybe the Clippers. That's it. What you think? Can they win without Jim Harden?
Yeah, I think they can. I just don't believe in the Bucks. I just don't have any faith in them.
Brick.
Yeah, I don't think that they're. I don't think he's expanded his game too much. I think he hasn't changed. It's been the same for 2-3 years already. Mm-hmm. In the finals, in the playoffs, he just gets exposed. I don't think he's gonna change. They haven't changed the game. Their game plan's been the same. They go through another regular season, they do good, and then they go into the playoffs, and then everything turns to shit.
Yeah,
and that's what I think. I just don't believe in the Bucks that much. I don't think they haven't done anything to make me go, oh wow, look at that, looks good. Oh, that fucking he got better. You know what I mean?
And they're good defensively, but at some point it's like
it's that trade-off, right?
And
the Nets are like offensive heavy, and the Bucks are like defensive heavy. It's like you got to find that balance within that team, and and I think that's the thing with the Nets is they're so high on their skills and what they can do, and they're damn good at it as far as scoring, that they kind of let off the gas or like, let them get their points, bro. Like, we're still going to get ours. You know what I mean? Whereas the Sixers, there's that balance of, no, we're going to play you. We're a defense-heavy team. But, we could still put up the numbers with you. We're going to go toe-to-toe with you. We might not be outscoring all crazy, but we're going to limit your shots, and that'll help us get ours.
Bruh. Who is stopping Joel Embiid?
Well, and you were saying he's hurt.
Well, he's back now. I just got the notification.
Okay, he's back.
He's back now. They're going to go up against the Hawks. This should be a gentleman's sweep, no?
Yeah. I think
Trey got one in him, bro. Trey got one in him.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll see you in the air.
Fatherly love.
Hey. Trey got one in him, all right? Trey, I believe in you, son. You got this.
He could get one, yeah.
You got to give him one, bro. I don't think
this is going to be a sweep or they're winning in 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You got to give him one. You know what I'm saying? Trey is going to be like, yo, I'll see you in the A, bro. I'll see you in the A.
See you in the A.
I'll see you in the A.
See with his hair.
Are you going to spit on me?
With his hair floating.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, props to Trey Young for being a good sport about him being spat on and him not suing and not complaining about it. He relishes being the villain.
Yeah.
He's a good.
You don't see that a lot anymore, bro.
No.
Oh, yeah, fans, blah, blah, blah.
They try to be the villain, and then when something happens to him, it's like, well, the fans are over here all bullying me around. What am I supposed to do? Like Harden, not Harden, Westbrook. He tries to be the villain, and then when something happens to me, fucking cries like a little baby.
He'll complain.
Yeah.
I like how Trey was like, they asked him about it, like, hey, what do you think about him being spat on? And he was just like, do you see the score? Like, hey, at the end of the day, it's about beating y'all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can hate me all you want. I'm here to win. And that's the mentality that I love that he has.
And
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
probably why fans respect him a lot more.
Yeah. And we worked hard on that as he was growing up.
Well,
and,
not New York fans.
We worked hard on that.
When we were growing up, and I had the basketball court in the back, and it was
The Fisher Price?
It was a board with the shopping cart, cut out and stuff like that. So that's where he really perfected his shot. So I'm proud of you. But he's got one in him, bro.
Yeah,
He's got one.
He could get one. Yeah.
Maybe even two. I could maybe see two in the A.
We'll see what Ben Simmons does.
Yeah.
Or Danny Green. Enough NBA talk. Julio Jones got traded, or he's
breaking.
He's going to get traded. I guess it's at least a second round pick.
At least a second round pick
At
to
least
the
a second round
Titans.
pick. So,
To the Titans?
What do you guys think of that? He's going to the Titans. He's gonna go play with Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill. And what do y'all think about this?
That's a good move. He needs to get out of Atlanta already. Atlanta's already been there, done that. They need to rebuild. Matt Ryan has not lived up to his expectations. That Super Bowl really fucked them up, bro.
It killed him.
It killed their spirit, everything about them, bro. It just murdered them.
That's what happens when you lose the Super Bowl. That you just don't come back from it.
Sometimes you'll come back, bro. But
Unless you're the Patriots.
No, the way they lost that Super Bowl, that
was bad.
So did the
It was
Seahawks.
bad.
Seahawks ain't been the same since.
Yeah,
But they had a lot of turnover after that. Like they started really getting rid of the defense. What got them there?
Well, don't get me wrong. Like I see
Yeah.
what you're saying, but
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
teams that lose the Super Bowl, like unless you're the Patriots, is you never bounce back. Look at the Panthers. Look at the Rams.
Well, but the Broncos got demolished by the Seahawks. Came back next year and won against Carolina. You know what I mean? Like
They won the next year.
Yeah, it was the second year they went back. Remember that? Then after that, Peyton Manning retired. That's when what was it? Was it Osweiler?
No, because the Seattle almost went back to back. So Seattle won,
Yeah,
and then Seattle went. Then
they went the year
What
after.
happened to Seattle after they won the title? Then they lost the next year, right?
yeah, they went back.
They lost to the Patriots.
They almost went back-to-back
Super Bowls.
Yeah.
and
They
then
lost to the
Carolina. The next year after that, it was Carolina and the Broncos.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's right. So it was a year later. A year later, not the
That
next
was
year.
like when Peyton Manning got carried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when his arm was not the same, but that's when
but that's
they
when
had
they
Orange Crush.
stacked. They stacked
Yeah,
that defense.
DeMarcus Ware. You know what I'm saying? With Von Miller. Yeah. And
Yeah, that is right. Huh? He
You know
did
what I
get a
mean?
ring with the Broncos.
exactly.
So
So
he ain't get one with the Cowboys.
I think we all know that. Yeah, so bring that up. But anyways, back to Julio Jones. I think it's good for Tennessee. They've been needing a big time receiver in there. I mean,
Oh, come on, they got to go in already.
they do. But now hold on, let me finish this. Now, as far as Julio,
He's
I don't
not the
think
same
he's
Julio.
been the same.
Yeah, he's not the same Julio.
He's still a good receiver, but you kind of see now maybe this revitalizes Julio to be Julio again. Maybe the change of scenery, maybe after the Super Bowl, he just kind of lost it. He wasn't the same. He was starting to kind of battle nagging
He's still that
injuries.
dude.
He's still he is, but
He's just getting old.
he's getting up there, bro. And those, like I said, those injuries, those nagging injuries have been
Yeah,
really catching up to him. You see he's lost a little bit of a step.
Yeah.
He's not necessarily street clothes,
Right.
but he's more like gym clothes.
Yeah.
More like he didn't practice today. He's dealing with the injury, but he'll still play. Oh, he's dealing with an injury. He might not play. Game time decision. Oh, he still plays. Or he plays and he leaves the game.
He reminds me now like he's still that dude in the red zone, but those next like 90 yards, he's that decoy kind of guy. Like he'll get you those 10, maybe 15.
Yeah.
But he's not. He don't have the burners like he did back in the day. He don't have those burners anymore, bro. Like he
So he's not top 5?
no, I'm saying he's still top 5, but he's
Oh,
not.
well, if you're top 5, I mean,
he's still
you
top
can't
5. I'll give him top 7. I'll give him top
He's
7.
top 5 for me.
No, he's
Maybe
Right,
top
but
3.
But you're saying I'm saying
What?
Julio just hasn't been that Julio where it's like best receiver in the league. Best receiver in the league. Best receiver. Year after year, it was Julio. Even if the team sucked, he's still getting his type of receiver.
I think he's still in that conversation, to be honest.
No, top 10. Top 10.
He's
Right.
top 5. Julio's
10.
top 5. But he's only going to be out there for like about 10, 15 plays. Because they're gonna run the rock with Derrick Henry about like 35, 40 times.
Fuck yeah.
And it might be an issue with him.
Well, and then 90%.
Throw me the ball. Why you always throwing to A.J. Brown?
Yeah. 90% of the playbook is going to be like, yo, Julio, just run a seam. Just run a seam. Or run a seam.
Or just block for Henry.
But I can run the slant and the post. No. A seam.
Yeah.
See, this way, because Henry's going that way. Now, when you come over here, run another seam.
Yeah.
Henry will go this way. Like, that's going to be 90% of the playbook right there.
Right, yeah, Derrick.
He's a decoy.
That's all he's going to be.
Especially because of the deal. They kind of got him on a cheaper deal. I mean, obviously, they got to take over that contract, but it was on the back end of that contract. So it's,
And I think he wants a new contract.
and he does. They're probably just going to use him till the end, see what he does, and then, but the Titans might even say, like,
I would have
That's
traded
a lot
just
of
a
money.
second rounder for Julio Jones.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But
It's
he
not
is
bad.
top 5. He is top 5 to me.
Top 10.
Hopkins, OBJ, DK Metcalf.
OBJ, you think OBJ?
And I'm probably forgetting someone else. Yeah, I think he's up there.
OBJ's.
And Tyreek Hill. Oh, Devontae Adams.
I was like, damn, you missing a big one right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. OBJ's, he's got the talent, but
I think what's his name Mayfield tries to get him the ball too much, and that's what makes him.
Well, he didn't play last year.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
They played better when he wasn't there.
dude, they played a lot better. I don't know.
Doesn't
OBJ,
matter.
he got the skill, yeah, but I'm talking about like
OBJ could do it all.
he can from a skill standpoint, but if we're talking top 5, what
He's
do you
top
bring
5.
to the table as far as the team success, right? Like, are they better with or without you? Without OBJ, they were better.
Yep. My opinion.
No. So that's more of a schematical standpoint. Yeah, without OBJ, without OBJ,
I'm not the only one that it happens to.
without OBJ, it put less of an emphasis on
Getting him
the
the
wide
ball.
receiver. You know what I'm saying? And it spread out the load more for everybody. Doesn't
Don't you
mean.
see a trend? You're seeing a lot of top receivers going to running teams.
But what I'm saying is that's not an indictment on OBJ. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I
You
know.
know what I'm saying? Like LeBron James is a top 5 player, but when he's there, you have to facilitate around him.
Yeah.
You know
I just
what I'm
haven't
saying?
seen OBJ take over a game in a long time.
Because he's hurt. He's always hurt.
Yeah, he's always
yeah,
hurt.
and that factor plays a lot.
Right.
into it,
But
you know what I
I'm
mean?
talking about health permitted.
skills.
OBJ's he could do it all.
Yeah, I'm not denying his skills. It's like when we're talking top 5 though, it's like, okay, this dude can really, take over.
Ball skills, speed, run routes, deep threat, underneath, catch after the run. OBJ could do it all. Now it's
When
just
healthy.
When healthy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think Devontae's
And
number 1.
And I do think that CeeDee Lamb is better than Michael Gallup too, by the way.
I like both. I like how they're both on the team.
But you said that Michael
Gallup's
is way
underrated,
better.
bro. Like, y'all tripping if y'all don't think Gallup's a good receiver. Now, I'm not saying, hey, top 6. He's top 6. But he's a damn good receiver. Run
Right.
after catch.
Yeah.
He's got real good hands. He can run the routes. He can burn you if you want to. And he don't go down easy. He has, like, really good balance is what I like about him. He is just, all I'm saying is
He
he's
took
underrated.
a dip this year.
But you're gonna take a dip when Andy Dalton's your backup and they're not
Thank
doing
you.
good. And I don't know why I just fucking
All
defended
those
the
receivers took
Cowboys. It's fuck.
All they took a dip, and he still almost had 1,000.
Hey, know what?
All 3 of them
Actually, I'll
almost
say
had
this.
1,000.
CeeDee Lamb.
It was-
CeeDee Lamb.
It was the playbook.
CeeDee Lamb is way better.
Your playbook sucks.
He's probably better. I'm gonna go as far as saying CeeDee Lamb is the best receiver on the team.
I could see that. I like CD.
I don't like him.
Better than Amari
he's-
Cooper.
I like
CeeDee Lamb or Amari Cooper?
I'll take CD Lamb.
Okay.
Yeah. I would take CD.
Amari Cooper
Hey, but
drops.
they're all on my team, so I got
Amari Cooper dropped so many
You
fucking
get in the X,
passes.
you in the Y, you in the Z. We good.
Damn, you guys have a good team. You guys aren't in the
But
fucking playoffs,
we
bro.
don't do shit.
Yeah.
We don't do shit. Hey, but Dak back. You know what I'm saying? Dak back. And he's throwing at OTAs. Everybody showed up at OTAs. That's a good sign. Everybody showed up and a lot of good things.
I don't think your coach that you guys have got on the clearance aisle. I don't like him, bro. That clearance aisle coach that you got, dude. Jesus.
So they were talking about like that. He's kind of like on the hot seat this year, and I see it. So
His second year.
in his second year, I think what they're ultimately Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones' ultimate goal is they want Kellen Moore at some point to be the head coach. They're keeping him around as an offensive
He's going
coordinator.
back to Boise State.
No, he turned that down. Anyways, I think that's their ultimate goal, as seen of his maturation as far as a coordinator. But it's gonna be a Jason Garrett type of deal, where it's like we love. Kellen
He's going
Moore.
back to Boise State.
He might be, but not this year. But I'm saying I think that's their ultimate goal.
Do you
I like
think
Boise State's field.
It is.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope.
It's
yeah.
hard to
Smurf
watch.
field.
Yeah, that's
It's
smart
hard
field.
to watch,
turf.
bro.
You don't like watching?
No,
I like it.
I start getting sick, bro. I start looking. Hey, dude, after I watch the game, there's the ball's going, and you're looking at this blue fucking field, and you're like, oh my god, I'm getting nauseous here. Fucking A, dude. Can't you just go with green, maybe even a red? Come on.
What kind of socks you rocking today, Heck?
My Nikes?
Boise State?
No, my fucking Nikes.
Oh, he a down ass food today.
Yeah,
The higher the socks.
The downer of the fool is.
God damn, dude, my
Sock
fucking
check.
ankle hurts.
Sock check, eh?
Sock check.
Oh, I have little low ones.
The low ones. Yeah, but they're not all pulled up like mine.
No, I don't. I rock the low
ankle
socks.
I ain't a down ass food.
Nah, you ain't down.
No,
You ain't
I
down.
don't wear high socks, bro. I wear the lowest ones I could get.
Okay, so that's basically wraps it up with sports. Any off the field talk?
Off the field, I got a couple, bro. Oh well, number one, Lil Durk's brother,
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Oh,
Sean.
you got killed?
Yeah.
Where was
We
this
got
at?
Sean killed.
Chicago,
I think in
maybe?
Chicago.
God damn, that's like a fucking.
So we're all older heads, right? Like the generation of Tupac and Biggie, and we all kind of we know what happened, and you know, some of us were younger,
Yeah.
you know, in that. Some were right in their prime
Yeah.
when that happened.
I was
And-
25. I was 25 when it happened. Dick.
So Ray J was trending this week because supposedly when he was 15, he made he's the one that snitched out Faith sitting on Tupac's lap in the studio, and that Tupac in the studio sitting on his lap, and basically essentially started the rumor, is what the speculation is now, of Faith sleeping with Tupac. And then Hit 'Em Up came, once he said that, Hit 'Em Up came about a week later.
But I thought it was Hit 'Em Up that got everything started, though.
That's what I'm saying. So word got out from Ray J, reached Biggie, and then Hit 'Em Up came out. First off,
Fuck the bitch and the click you claim.
right? That's when Biggie was basically, that's when he went after Faith and was like, yo, what's up? So essentially Ray J was trending because everybody's thinking that. Without you, this created the butterfly effect. You literally changed a course of history by yourself.
No, I don't believe that.
So
Tupac,
what is your take?
when you say fuck your bitch and the click you claim, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. That right there, dude, is just
One of the classics.
classic.
25 years ago today,
Yeah,
he
dude.
or yesterday he dropped it.
Yeah, like, dude, it is crazy to think that fucking song was out. And, dude, for Biggie not to get mad at that, you're fucking nuts. That goes past art and fucking rapping, dude. It's just a blatant fucking shout out. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
And then there was a ex-FBI agent who came out and said they know who killed Biggie, but they're not willing to release the name of the guy.
Yeah, all that you never believe.
All this conspiracy
yeah,
theories.
it's all we're never gonna know.
Why?
Till we get to heaven.
You think because speaking on that, like heaven, we getting deep. How deep y'all want to go?
I tried to bring it up last week.
Yeah. We
Difficulty.
let's
We
go.
going to the
I wanted
bottom
to
of the
hear what
ocean.
you had to say.
So there's people who believe in a higher or greater force,
Higher power.
Higher power.
and there's people, when you die, you die. That's it.
Bill Burr has a real great joke about that.
What is it?
He was like, he's like, yeah, I just decided to let my religion go one day, and I wanted to find a new religion. So, I'm traveling around, I'm doing shows, and found this, like, little spot, and it was a group, and, I kind of went up to him and was like, oh, well, what do you guys believe in? They're like, well, we just believe, like, when you die, you die. And he's like, well, what do you mean? Guy tells him, well, remember when you were born? No, something like that. And he's like, it scared the shit out of me. I don't know, man. Like in my personal beliefs, like, okay, I have a faith in a higher power, which is, God, and
Dak Prescott.
I believe, in Dak Prescott, you know what I'm saying? But I do believe in that sense. I have faith in that. I believe things happen for a reason. But at the same time, I believe, like, when you die, you don't really die. I think you just come back. Because have you ever had deja vu of...
All the time.
That's all in your head.
So, no. And this is what I'm telling you is, there's times where I might be dreaming of something, and I see people in those dreams, but I'm not me.
It's all in your head.
You think that's on your head?
Yeah,
So what do you think?
I want to believe.
No,
No, what
that-
do you think happens?
He just totally dismissed the actors.
Yeah, straight up. What do you think is gonna happen?
Because you just totally dismissed
Yeah.
it, bro. Like,
No.
it's all in your head.
Talk to me. I'll talk.
No. That is all in your head. That specific thing is
The
all in your
deja
head.
vu?
Yeah. Kind of like the Mandela effect. It's all in your head. It's actually real. I mean, it's not real. Like, the Flint Stones was never the Flint Stones. It was the Flint Stones. Oh, I thought it was the Flintstones for a very long time.
What,
No,
the
it's the
Flint-
Flintstones.
No, it
But
was
you
the
know the Mandela
Flintstones.
effect?
Yeah, I know the mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. Like
It's like with the bear books. The brother, the family.
Stein Bears? Stein Bears or whatever?
Steinberg's
Yeah.
Bears or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you think when you're younger, that's what it was spelt like or what it says, and then you get older and you're
Yeah.
like, wait, there was a T there. Or it was no, but
Kind
what
of like, oh, I'm afraid, I'm scared, there might be a ghost there. El Cucuy. It's all in your head.
I just think like you get reborn as someone else.
So reincarnation.
Yeah, like a reincarnation of someone else, bro.
Like, do you think this flower is someone else?
Well, that's different. Flowers can. That's not. Well, that,
So like,
that
okay,
leaf
so
can
like,
live.
so like,
that lives for a lot of.
so like, I'm living someone else's life right now. In essence.
In essence, you have already lived, but as someone else. Yes, who you are now is who you are, but I believe that once we pass away,
You come back as somebody else.
yeah, I'm gonna be another person's baby. You know what I'm saying?
And
But you never remember that because you ain't
so
never.
what's the point of that?
You never knew you were alive. Like, you don't remember if you were alive in the 1800s, but you could be someone else. That's what I believe. I really do believe you never really truly died.
But that's kind of whack.
well, the old you knows.
Like,
you're
if that
dead.
is the case, that's
Yeah.
kind of whack. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
That's reincarnation. That's a little far fetched for me.
Yeah, I don't.
That's what I think.
I feel like I want to believe.
I'm not gonna bash in. It's all in your head. It's all. In your head.
I want to believe you pull up. I want to believe you pull up in your flying magic carpet, at the gate and put the gate code, and you got the pearly gates. All right, come on in, and like, boom, it's heaven. But like, what is heaven? I want to believe that. But then part of me is like, You die. That's it.
That's what I
Once
think.
you
Lights
die,
out,
you
lights
die.
out.
I just think
You
it's
die,
lights
and the
out,
only thing
bro.
that keeps you alive is your family with the memory of you.
And that's the thing about death is like, no one can really tell you what happens. You know?
Like, and the other thing,
Come back real quick.
the other thing is
Write
like,
a book.
The other thing is like, say Kobe Bryant is dead. Like, is he really like up in heaven, or is he alive by us keeping his memory alive?
He's alive by us keeping his memory.
And that's
alive.
what I think.
That's the Mexican tradition, right? That's, Dia de los Muertos is about, just like the movie Coco.
Never seen
The
it.
spirits they stay alive. In Mexican tradition is your spirit stays alive because those that loved you and who are around you keep their memories of you, and that's how your spirit lives on and you stay alive. But the minute people start forgetting about who you were or what you did, that's when your spirit, your soul starts to disintegrate and you're lost forever.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why you see a lot of like Dia de los Muertos. They put a picture of someone who passed away, their favorite food and what they like. They played guitar and they create a what's the word, like
Memorable?
like a memorable of them, and that keeps their soul alive. It keeps like their soul fed and alive to live on and be around and still watch us. But then as they get older, those that really did remember you, who lived with you, but the grandkids that didn't really know you, they have no memories of you. So that's at some point you pass away and you go away forever, as far as your soul.
Yeah, I mean, that could be the case.
That could be. I mean, and I think it also comes down to what you believed and how you grew up.
What does Ant think? He's been quiet this
For
whole
real.
time.
I just think, as long as you live a good, I think I'm religious to a sense where I say, hey, we have a good day, blah 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 blah. Blah. But I think once you're out, you're out. I think kind of like what he said, like your memory will be kept alive, like to your kids, your family, everything like that. And then sooner or later, you just stop talking about you, and then you're gone. That's the way it is.
Yeah, you're basically living. And the other thing is, why? Basically, I just want to end it by basically saying,
Whatever you believe is whatever you believe.
religion might be man-made. I think it is man-made. As long as you believe in a higher up, and just live your life the best way you can.
Yeah. Don't be a
I don't
monster.
want to get hella deep there, but anyways.
Nah, moral of the story is just you gotta live every moment like it is your last, because you're not guaranteed the next minute.
And the biggest thing is when people die, we tend to think the best of them. We forget about all the bad stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why I think when you die, that's when it's just lights out, because we talk about the good side of stuff. But I think there's some people that when they die, I'm gonna be like, fuck that dude. You know what I mean?
Go do a body slam, or elbow slam
No,
on
go
the
drop.
casket.
Yeah, but and it's not like that. It's just that they didn't live a good life. That's why I think believing in a higher power sometimes.
And his favorite wrestler was Jake the Snake.
Oh, dope. If you guys get a chance to watch that Grizzly Smith Dark Side of the Ring, that is fucking terrible. It made me my stomach hurt watching it, dude. Just
Dude, I heard, just real quick, like based on death is like, no, you never know your time. No one knows when it's your time to leave, right? And we were talking about this last night at the birthday party. I had my cousin. He was telling me about his buddy's uncle. He passed away a couple of weeks ago because a telephone pole fell on him. He's driving on the road, a telephone pole, the big ones, fell over and literally just smashed his car.
Man.
Just driving down driving down the road, and boom, he's dead. Just, you never know when your time is gonna be, and you just got to live every moment like it's your last. Love those that love you. Always tell them you love them. Always tell you care about them.
and don't be greedy.
Yeah, and just take care of those who take care of you.
Yeah, and don't be greedy, because greed is very bad.
Oh my God! Don't be greedy.
Yeah, no, it's
For
the
real.
worst. It's the
Don't be
worst
greedy.
characteristic
Don't be
out there for
greedy, yeah.
people.
Yeah, for real.
Ruins
Money,
a lot of-
money ain't everything.
Nah, hell no.
Happiness is. Anyways,
If we eat, everybody eat.
TSR Visuals, TSR Media, we out here. We rocking like a cutoff stop.
Later,
We
guys.
out.
God, I got tired.
Y'all be safe out there.